Latah County Prosecutor Bill Thompson said this investigation is not over. In fact, this is a new beginning. They're beginning a new phase, and they are still looking for tips from the public about Kohberger, about this case, anybody who has any information about what happened the early morning hours of November 13th or since then. We do know that Kohberger was a graduate student at Washington State University, which is about 10 miles to the west of Moscow. So we're still waiting to find out more information. Prosecutor Bill Thompson saying that they can't release a whole lot because of state law, and until Kohberger is back in Idaho and faces a judge in court, that's when they can release the probable cause affidavit, and that will have all the details about how he is connected to this case, maybe the connection between him and the victims, how this and the motive maybe possibly be released with that information. But until then, we have to wait, and that extradition hearing is happening on Tuesday in Monroe County, Pennsylvania.
Well, thank you, Brian. I know a lot of people have so many unanswered questions, including this one. Many people are asking what's next for the 28-year-old arrested, and our Jude Binkley walks us through the next steps.
This is not the end of this investigation. In fact, this is a new beginning.
With an arrest made and a criminal complaint filed in Latah County,
charging the defendant, Mr. Kohberger, with 4 counts of first-degree murder, in addition to felony burglary, which involves entering the residence with the intent to commit the crime of murder.
The process begins to bring Bryan Kohberger to court in Idaho. He'll have a hearing on January 3rd where he can either waive extradition and voluntarily return to Idaho,
or if he prefers not to waive extradition, then we will initiate extradition proceedings through our governor's office. If we do that, it can take a while for him to get here.
If extradition is fought, the governor's office would start the extradition proceedings by submitting documents requesting Kohberger to be brought to Idaho. There would be testimony in Pennsylvania before a magistrate, which would determine if Kohberger is to be extradited, a process that could take several weeks.
Once he gets here, he'll have an initial appearance with our magistrate. They'll deal with issues such as making sure competent counsel is representing him, and the case will be scheduled for further hearings.
A sealed probable cause affidavit would also be released once Kohberger is back in the state and served with an Idaho arrest warrant, which would release more information about the investigation.
We do believe justice will be found through the criminal process. This was a very complex and extensive case. We developed a clear picture over time, and we stand assured that the work is not done.
Kohberger would have the right to be tried in Idaho within 6 months, but the defense could request for additional time. Jude Binkley, Idaho's News Channel 7.